Hi, it's Lily. I have been tagged for the favorites of 2012 by Minashka, my crafting sister, and I think it's fun to be tagged because I've set it up now so any newbies can see what must-haves is for me to create, and perhaps others can get inspiration also. And okay, here we go. It's this first thing is actually number one, and I can't be without it. The essentials. Okay, we have the paper cutter, the Team Holes ruler, and what's nice about this ruler is that especially for Europeans, it is the inch system, and in the beginning I was just converting everything into centimeters, and I got fed up of that. And there's also a marking here, you see it's a 0, and that enables you easier to find the middle of stuff. I need a marking pen. I need to have brushes in 2 different sizes, one for details and one for bigger projects, and I need to have a scrap scissor, a finer scissor, my craft knife. I also do a very small scissor for that. And then I need to have my pliers. If not, I can't create if I don't have the pliers. I use this for a lot of things. Okay. Then I think I'm only gonna number 2, and the rest will be out in no particular order. And what would Lily be without her doilies and such? Okay, it's gonna be a number 3. It is just essential for me, and that's quite obvious in my work, I think. So yeah, number 2 is doilies. And then logically you have laces, and this is kind of a cake stand. I just put the laces in that's under a yard, and I have the one with longer lengths on the rack in the wall, and the one with many yards on in a drawer. And that is a Christmas gift for a friend, so it's just stuck there. I need to send it out. I haven't been able to finish it, so yeah. Number 3, laces. Okay, the rest is in no particular order. And let's see, I need to have die cuts that goes along with my big shot, which is also a necessity for me. I didn't have one before May, and it was driving me completely crazy. And then I like to have chipboard or plywood shapes, because it just gives an extra dimension to the work. And you know me, I need to have flower centers, preferably those with blanks, but I can have more simpler ones, but I have to have this. I always use one of these for my major center flower. Okay. Then I have to have seam binding. I just have to have it. I love it because you can color it with your sprays and glimmer mist and so on, and adapt it to any kind of project you're doing color wise. I need to stock up some more because I'm halfway into it, I think, and I want to get hold of black seam binding because I can't. I've tried to get that color properly, but I can't do it. Okay. Then I need to have pearl trims. That's just something I have to have because I can do so much with this. I can make laces more blingy, I can trim boxes and so on, and I can make flower sprays with it. And then I need to have this, my pearls, white pearls, bead caps. I have more than this. This is just the white ones. And I need to have my resin flowers. That's so essential. I just can't be without it. And I have all kinds of shapes and so on. And I am opening up my shop properly in a little while. And I'm stocking up at the moment. So there will be resin to get for a good price there. And then let me just put this aside because if I don't do that, I'm gonna tilt this over and spill it everywhere. Don't want to do that. Then I need flowers. I must have white ones because I can color them in, but I love to get hold of like black and red. Yeah, mostly in those colors because white creams, ivory and black and red are the colors I use mostly. But it's nice to have some in other colors as well. I don't have a lot of that though. Okay, then I use a lot of rose trims. I just pulled out the smallest piece here. Now I have another kind as well, and they just complements doilies and such very nicely on altered boxes or bags, or they are very nice to use on mini albums because they're kind of flat. So that's a nice thing. Yeah, the light is a little better. So that's that. And then a new love of mine. It's bride dress appliques. They are just wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Nah, I don't like the light. Sorry, I'm just silly. And then something I've used a lot of this year, you know how you have the ordinary papers. I just pulled off one here, but I need to have vintage book paper. I use this a lot in my projects, and it's pretty inexpensive to get hold of it. It costs like $2 for a good size book on the thrift stores here, so I can get hold of that. And then I need to have punches, preferably in all kinds and sorts, and I don't need to have expensive ones like this, but I just love this little butterfly, and the bigger monarch one is on my wish list. So, and then corner punches and border punches, but you don't need to have extremely many before you're actually able to do quite many variations in your work. So that's that. Then stamps. What can a crafter be without stamps? Well, probably a lot of things, but I like both rubber stamps and clear stamps, but these are more flimsy. And I like French themes, and I love clocks. And this is a La Blanche stamp, and it's on foam. It's a little bit more difficult to store, but the quality of the images is just supreme. And so I need to get hold of more background stamps. I don't have many of those. Well, those I have is kind of small, it's just scripts. But stamps, yep, extremely important. And with that, of course, the all essentials when it comes to stamping. Distress stains, water solvent stains, you can do more mixed media with these. And I have only two that is not water solvent, they're permanent, and I need to get hold of, well, I'm getting hold of the black stays on now. Janet is helping me. Yay, thank you, Janet. And with this, I have only one of these. I need to get more because I'm tired of taking this off all the time. Each time I'm changing color, and I actually had to glue this hair down again. So yeah, if I don't have this, it's more difficult to get the proper shading on the edges. And of course a clear block, acrylic block, and you know, I need to tidy it up. It looks like shitty. And then finally, of the stamping stuff, this is an embossing folder. This is ink that is more sticky. It doesn't dry out so fast, so it's better for embossing, wet embossing. And that is the next on my list. Hang on, I just need to put things out of my way. And for the embossing, I have to have this. You see, I need to clean out everything now. I've been crafting like crazy and I go all messy. With that, I need to have ultra thick embossing enabled. This is a clear one, and I need to get a hold of a white one again. This just makes the most amazing stuff. And let's see. Here you have our art tile. And well, actually I did use something else on that one. Let me pull out another one. Well, okay, it looks very similar. I used glue on this one, but it makes the surface covered and glossy, and it becomes a little three-dimensional. So that is a must-have. Okay, and the two most must-haves embossing powders for me is silver and clear. That's important for me. I'm gonna get hold of black. I don't have that. And I also use this for something else. When I'm working with stick pins, instead of losing all the beads, I just have this tray in front of me, so any beads doesn't go all jumping and I have to crawl on the floor finding my beads again. And I have a big love of there, and that is Lindy's Stamp Gang. These sprays are, in my opinion, superb and the best of them all. Their coverage for the high intensity of colors and shimmer on them are just amazing. And I use both the dabbers. That's good to cover a larger surface. This one is just spritz spray. This one here I use for a lot of details. And when I use these, I just take some powder water in the lid and dump a little bit of powder in the lid and use the lid as a mixing tray for the paint. And then I usually use a small paintbrush for that. And then something I'm all out of, Perfect Pearl. The Perfect Pearl. This is what I use to cover the vintage papers usually. So if I want a shiny surface and I need to stock up on it, but I just kept the box because I'm gonna keep the box. I need to wash it. Then for decoration purposes, along with trims and so on, I need to have charms. I love to have like flower-like bigger charms, and of course the smaller doodads for making dangles or yeah, whatever. And then I also love these. I'm gonna put these in my shop because they are bendable, so they are kind of a more inexpensive corner piece for boxes and so on, and I use a lot of these. So, and then it's bigger charms for bigger projects, so on. And with the charms, what goes along that with that? Pens, silver and gold to alter the color on the charms, or alcohol inks to alter them with. These ones I also use to alter pearls with. If I need a silver pearl, I don't have it, I need it, and then I use the alcohol ink. So that goes along with the charms. So does rub and buff. I am searching to get hold of silver ones now, because you know me, silver. And I forgot one thing about embossing. Mary, hi Mary, gave me this, and it's kind of powder inside it. See, I'm just touching it lightly, and if you swipe the surface, you're gonna emboss before you stamp on it. You won't get the occasional loose powder here and there, which you're gonna have to wipe off afterwards. Then to make textures, I use okay, I brought out two of them. That's wrong. Okay, sorry. Let me just grab something. I use gesso, but gesso I also use as a primer, so acrylic paints doesn't soak into the paper so much, but it also gives a little bit of a raised surface compared to what more acrylic paints do. So this one is white, so I need to get hold of a clear one. And then of course it is the paste, the molding paste, and this one is kind of getting dried out a little bit now, but I'm gonna just put some water in it. So this one I also use a lot, and a little sin here, I forgot to wash it out the last time I used the paste, so I'm gonna have some problem getting that off. Spatula, because using something else, you just have to have something flat to smooth it out and putting it on. Then instead of pulling the whole thing out, my Martha Stewart scoring board, that made my life a lot easier. So that is a purchase I'm so happy I did. So this is just a bone folder that goes with it. I also use a thicker bone folder because this is a little flimsy sort of. So, and the edge here easier tear paper than the ordinary bone folder I have, which looks like this. So then essentials when it comes to another texture thing, crackly medium sort of. I can't get hold of a PVA glue that's helping me out enough, so I need to have that. And then this I cannot be without, my hot glue gun, which looks like it's been through a war and back again. It's just get messed up. I don't understand how anybody can have a perfect glue gun. I just don't understand it. And with that I put it on a tray. It's a metal plate actually, to keep it from dripping glue all over. I need some score tape. I have a ATG, but it's just messing up for me all the time. I'm kind of going crazy, and I love to use it for a project that doesn't acquire so strong tape, but yeah, double-sided tape. With the hot glue gun I use this. It's actually a molding paste thingy, but when you dab like lace and such, to avoid your fingers touching, because then you get more of the glue strings. I'd use this because it's silicone and the glue doesn't stick to it very well, and then also it keeps me away from burning my fingers, so that's essential. Then the ordinary quick glue. I love the Scotch, but it's too expensive for me, and so this is just another one. And then this is a love of my life. I use this on my charms to glue them down, and I use this on art tiles. If I have lace or glitter or any textured things underneath it, I need to use this. If I only have a plain image with stampings on it, I use UT. I'm gonna do a tutorial on that. So then I have the E6000. That's even more heavy duty glue than this, and I use that for difficult gluing when it comes to metals. Yeah, and then finally, I think, paints. And I pulled up my favorite paints here. Oh yeah, this one is actually a glue. It belongs in this glue category. Sorry. It's a decoupage glue, which I use on top of vintage paper when I'm decoupaging napkins or things like that, when I'm covering a box. Then the glue I use most of is white. No, paint, sorry. Use white. And then next, and I have also this picking fans for lighter things, and I want to get hold of the crackly stain. Picket fence there too, you know, it's nice, but perhaps I don't need that now that I have proper crackling stuff. And then I have actually two kinds of black. I have the black gesso and the ordinary black acrylic. Reason I have the black gesso, it's more expensive, but the finishing touch on this is just amazing. So I often prime with this, and then the top layer I used black gesso. It just gives a better, smoother finish. And then the two colors I use the most, except for black and white, is teal color for the most steampunkish stuff, but it also becomes light blue if I mix it with white. And this rose color, and these particular tab from Paper Artsy fresco finish, they're just superb, and they can be diluted in water many times before they become completely invisible, so they are very durable. So I think that's it. I think I've gone through 20 something now, and I want to add one more thing, and that is this, my computer. Reason why is because that enables me to get inspiration from other crafters, you, and it also, well, it enables me to go shopping, ha ha ha. And then my crafting sisters on Skype, and a few others, you mean so much to me. You just changed my life completely. We are not only crafting together, we are friends, and you feel you belong to something. And I'm disabled, so I don't get out very much, so for me that made my days and evenings so much better, and a little bit too often the nights as well. And Vicky, my wifey, my sisters, Natasha, Roseanne, Virginia, Dee, Miss Alice, Neri. Oh my gosh, it's like 15 of us, so you're just awesome girls. I love you to bits and pieces. And then it's also my subbies. I actually hit 500 subbies the other day. And I'm gonna do a giveaway, but I have to accumulate some stuff for it. Because I want to give away for... I want to do a decent giveaway, just not a little one. But yeah, I'm just very grateful because I have had years where I didn't craft, and well, I did gardening design, but it's just not the same, sort of. And yeah, and I appreciate my subbies a lot. So, well, here you go, my 20 and 21 my computer must-haves in the year of 2012. I probably getting problems next year because I can't be without any of this, and I think I need to do 25. So, well, thank you, Natasha CZ, for tagging me, and I'm gonna tag Sassyscrapper Bonnie, and I'm gonna tag Diana, Sparemarbles2012, and then I'm gonna tag Nana JL54 Janet. So I hope you do this, girls, and it would be wonderful to see what you must have for crafting. So I love you all. Have a wonderful day. Bye.